Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm here today to talk to you about my rose gold bracelet and the changes that I've made to it, and also what I've added to my sliding rose bracelet as well. So it's kind of a rose gold kind of day. But what I want to first show is how I put on these two bracelets, because they are unique bracelets. The bolero style has a little bit of a unique challenge, and so does the locket clasp. And this is how I put them on myself, because in the mornings I don't have family members around to help me with them. So I have to figure out how to do it. So I always pick the side with the clip, and you're going to want to clip on the locket bracelet, because this is the heraldic clasp one. I'm not really good at saying that word, so heraldic, I think it's best way. And I always put a clip on the end so that then it doesn't fall down, so I can pick it up like that. Once I put it on my wrist, I then take my thumb, and while I'm holding my thumb, I'm going to loop that little piece into the, whoops. It's hard to do on camera, but we will see. We will get it. So I'm going to loop it using my thumb to hold the bracelet into that little loop. And then once it's in there, I'm going to use the pressure of my wrist and my hand to torque it. Now you see that little button right here? That little button, I'm going to press that in slightly and push down. And then you're going to feel like a click. It goes click. And you can feel it. And now I know it's locked and it's on. So when I want to take it off, I'm just going to press that button and pull like that, and then it's unlocked. And then if I want to put it back on, I just push that button and push in, and you'll feel the click. So that's how you put this one on. That's why a clip's important, because if you don't have a clip, that's going to fall right off. So then the one thing that I want to point out is that what someone pointed out for me is that this does not have any security. So I have no clip on this side, and these could all fall off with this piece just really easily. So I want to make sure that I get a clip for this at some point that will prevent that from happening. So till then, I'm going to be extremely careful with this bracelet, because you guys know rose gold's not cheap. It may not be real rose gold, but these pieces cost quite a fortune, and this bracelet is not a cheap bracelet. So I want to make sure that nothing happens to that, so I have a clip on my wish list. I also have the new Minnie Mouse rose gold Minnie Mouse headband on my wish list, because I've been waiting to get a Minnie Mouse headband on for I don't know why I've been waiting for it. And I had it at one point and I got rid of it, and then I ended up buying one, and then that order got canceled, and now I'm going to get the rose gold because I like rose gold better, in case you haven't noticed. So this bracelet is the next one I'm going to put on. Now what I do is I make sure that my little ball on the sliding bracelet isn't all the way down to the end. Okay, you don't want it all the way to the end. You want it up a little bit. It just makes it easier for putting on by yourself. And then I just kind of squinch it on with the ball not all the way to the end. I'm going to take those dangly bits here. I'm going to clamp down with my fingers, and I like to hold the dangly bits between my two fingers. So between my big finger and my ring finger, my middle finger and my ring finger, and kind of hold it while I'm gently holding. I'm not pressing too hard, but I am pressing enough to kind of keep those little end pieces in my hand, and then I'm pushing this piece down, and it makes it a lot easier to put on yourself. And then if it's not tight enough, you can just kind of squinch it a little bit and do it that way. Now, I don't know how much more difficult that might be with the more delicate sliding bracelets, but I know that for me, this little method works pretty well. And if you get really good at it, you can kind of pinch gently, and you know that it's going to be secure on your wrist. So that's how I put these two bracelets on. They are more difficult bracelets, particularly the heraldic locket bracelet is difficult because it does have what I would say a advanced clasp. The clasp is a little advanced. So if you're not really experienced at putting on Pandora bracelets yourself, if you're not really experienced at doing bracelets on your own, you aren't going to want to try to do the heraldic clasp as your like first bracelet. So if you're a beginner and you're thinking about getting a Pandora bracelet, I would definitely stay away from any locket clasp and maybe start with the easier bracelets such as the barrel clasp or a round clasp. I think the round clasps are absolutely the easiest. They look like this. This is a bangle. I know what this is. A bangle, but there are clasps like this, and I think those are the easiest ones to do, personally. And I also think that the button ones are pretty easy, like the there's a meadow one. I can't remember the name of it, and then there's also the one with the gold in the center. The button clasps are a lot easier as well. So those are some examples of that. Now the heraldic is a little bit more advanced, so get familiar with how to put on a Pandora bracelet on your own, and then when you're a little bit more familiar, then I might graduate to a locket clasp, because they are quite a bit more difficult. And keep in mind, you might need to get clips for the ends of those bracelets as well, even though it's a smooth bracelet that doesn't typically require a clip. So for this particular bracelet, I did move around a few things. So I moved the, and I told you guys I'd give you an update. I moved the Murano over here, the rose gold unicorn onto this side so that there was a pink balance, and then I kind of flip-flopped the heart charms, and then I moved these two, well, actually kind of moved this one in here, and then I moved the Hearts of Pandora here. I took out the silver charm, and I like this because, you know, you can still see the hearts with either one of these two charms on the beautiful Murano with that beautiful heart or glass or rose gold artwork on there with the hearts. I don't know why I'm having such a problem talking today. Probably because I'm trying to do a hurry up job, because this video is going to be a bit long. So that's kind of how I moved it around. You can kind of take a peruse of that. Different charms that I have on there, the galaxy, the tumbling hearts, the filled with romance. We've got a couple of Sophia charms over here, the crown, the happy reindeer back here, and then the cosmic clip in the blush pink and white. So that's kind of how I have that styled up. So that's how that one landed. Then I also updated my rose gold bracelet with the 25th anniversary charm is what I'm calling it, but it's actually the romantic union charm. I have the Bound by Love charm. I added that one on here, and I took it off my rose gold. I took it off this bracelet to add to this one because I thought it fit better with this theme. And my husband and I are bound by love. After 25 years married almost, and nearly 27 years together, I think that we are now definitely bound by love. So I put that one on here. I thought it looked really good with the silver and gold of the romantic union charm, especially with that little diamond. And an update, I've heard a couple of Pandora ladies tell me that their hallmark is also in the front. So that made me feel a lot better about my charm, that it is authentic, and I don't feel like I was getting scammed anymore. I was worried. You know how it is. And then also the braided heart clip, which I absolutely love and adore. Such a pretty charm, and I thought it just went really well with the little hearts flanking the beautiful little charm. And I have been wearing this because it is really, really convenient to wear on the same wrist as my Fitbit. So none of the charms have dangles on them. It just butts up right nicely against it. Let me zoom out a little. There you go. And it butts up nicely against it. So I can wear it every day with this one. And I can wear a charm bracelet on my right wrist again. Because it was driving me crazy, any dangles bumping against this. Because you can kind of hear how just my nail taps against it. But even sometimes still, when my charm bracelet flips upside down, these will knock it. And it drives me nuts. So I have to make sure it stays on the bottom. But there you go. that's how I'm wearing that one. And then I have my review of the Spirited Heart ring, which I have on here right now. And I am really pleased with this ring. It has been such an easy ring to wear. Now, I will say back here, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit there for you, you can see that it has this little tiny piece of silver. This tiny piece of silver does not go flush with the whole length of my finger. So one of the things that's kind of a bit of a problem with it is that it's too short. So it sometimes kind of feels a little bit uncomfortable back here. When I'm squeezing my finger like that, it can kind of feel a little bit uncomfortable there. And then these little connector pieces, these little, I don't know, D-rings or something, they are connecting the silver piece to the chain, and they can get a little stabby from time to time. Not often, but it's not. And I got this ring, I think, in too big of a size. It's a little bit big, but the big negative of this ring, before I go into all the positives, is how stinking difficult it is to take off and on. And you might be like, what? Why are you not just pulling it off? Because it's not solid, guys. Like a regular ring that's solid just goes zoop, zoop. That's easy. But when you want to take off of this ring, it is literally like this every single time to take it off. It's so time consuming. And then you got to be careful because zoop, that could go down a drain like so easy. You got to be very cautious with this ring because it is so tiny and teeny when it's not on your finger. It just balls up into the tiniest little, I mean, that is small. That is very small. This is the size of a Pandora ball, the clasp. That is how tiny that is. And it's really easy to lose. So you got to be careful where you take it off. You got to make sure you put it somewhere safe, so that you're not just tossing. It's not a ring. Like I can just toss this down onto the table and I know it's going to stay there. But this ring is so small. It fits inside that like in a corner. It's so easy to lose. So you just got to be really cautious with this ring. And then to put it back on, it's pretty much, I dread putting this ring back on. So what I do is I just wear it all the time. I only take it off when I'm taking a bath. Or, you know, anything where I'm going to be in water for any exorbitant amount of time. But man, it is not an easy ring to put on. And you can't, see how I'm trying to slide it and it just doesn't slide? It just has to be, almost like yanked on. So that is the biggest negative of this ring. So if you're someone who wants to take your rings on and off, you don't like to wear one to bed, you don't like to wear one when you're going to put lotion on or anything like that, this probably isn't going to be the ring for you. But as far as comfortability goes, I can wear it next to my wedding set and it never bumps, never bothers, never gets in the way of my wedding set. It's very convenient. It's very soft. It's very easy to wear. The only thing that gets a little annoying is this back piece, which I wish was just all solid, but then I don't even know what would keep this ring together. I mean, it would just go, it would disappear because it would be so lightweight, but this helps kind of keep it from, you know, something to hold on to. But yeah, I really like it. I'm very happy with it. It's very pretty. It's very dainty. It's very soft. The chain is very soft, very comfortable. It's very easy to wear. It's very durable. I wore it when I went to my daughter's show choir concert. And it was 1,000,000 degrees in there. And, well, I mean, I'm exaggerating a smidge, but, you know, that's me. It was really, really hot. And we went into the show choir because it was like a snowstorm outside. And then they had the heat cranked. And then there's 1,000,000 people. And then kids are dancing under hot lights. So it was warm in there. And my finger swelled up quite a bit. And this didn't pinch or dig into my finger at all. In fact, I think, you know, rings like this were actually worse than the chain ring. It was actually comfortable. Now, that might be because I got it in a bit of a big size. I don't really understand the Pandora sizing very well, so it's there. Yeah, so that's what I have on there. Now, I enjoy the ring. So I'd pretty much leave it on. I'll take my wedding set off and go to sleep like this, and it's really totally comfortable. I don't even notice the ring is on. It's kind of one of those rings you put on, you leave on. That's how I feel about it anyway. So that's my review of the Spirited Heart ring. Hope you enjoyed that. And my review of what my update is on my rose gold bracelet. We'll zoom you out just a smidge so it's not quite so close. And then also my anniversary bracelet. So I'm loving that. So thanks for watching my video, you guys. I appreciate all my subscribers. So if you're not a subscriber yet, join my family. We have a lot of fun here talking about Pandora. And I love to hear the comments. If you are looking to figure out how to put on your own bracelet and you've been struggling or you have any questions, I've got a lot of help in there because I have to put my bracelets on myself each morning. So I'm pretty good at doing that now, and I can give tips and pointers. One of the things that's great for helping put on bracelets, I can also say, is a safety chain. Safety chains make it a lot easier because your bracelet can't fall as wide. And if you have a bracelet that you just haven't decided to put a clip on yet or put a safety chain on, and you're using like a screw charm to keep them from falling off, or you don't have a screw charm and your charms keep falling off, just toss on one of the clips from one of your other bracelets, if you have them, and use that to put the bracelet on, and then you can take the clip off if you don't want to wear it, or just wear it for the day because it might make things a little bit easier. But that's some of the tips I have for you. If you have any tips of your own, share them in the comments down below. I'd love to hear them because I'm always very interested. I have a passion for Pandora, and I love to soak up all the knowledge I can about Pandora. So if you've got tips and tricks on how to do bracelets even easier, let me know. So thanks for watching, you guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.